Hello once again, guys. It's DikaiosOne here. Going to be bringing you another StarCraft game. That's like almost 3 in a row, I think. 3 days in a row. That's pretty good timing for me, I think, seeing as I took a quite a break there for a while. Yeah, so right into this game, because that's what you guys are here to see, not here to listen to me ramble. This is going to be a ZvP on Entombed Valley. Now, this is a game that one of my subscribers sent in. It's this guy right here. He sent me a couple replays, so hopefully he'll be casting both of those. They are a little bit long though, so I am going to have to speed through this opening. But I'm just going to introduce the players here, and up here in the top right position we have Deadbysnusnu. Now, to anybody who gets the Futurama reference, I congratulate you. It's a pretty interesting name. And down here in the bottom right position we have qcyopop, which I'm just going to call him Yo or Yop or something along those lines for this game, because that's a lot easier than QCY Yo whatever. And yeah, so like I said, let's get into this game. And I did speed up the timing, or the time, a little bit, just because it does run a little bit longer than what I would like. You can see here the Protoss player does throw down a forge along with the pylon right at the beginning, so he's going to be going for a forge fast expansion. Meanwhile, the Zerg player actually didn't go for a fast expansion himself. He got his gas first, and then he got his spawning pool afterwards, so that's going to allow him to get that really fast metabolic boost upgrade, which is really great for if you're going to be doing some sort of Zergling timing push or something like that. I mean, it can be very effective against Forge Fast Expand, especially on a map like this where the choke right here is actually quite large, so it takes quite a few buildings or a multiple, or should I say quite a few units to fill in the gap there. And so it can be very effective if used properly. He does have 4 lings on the field, metabolic boost on the way. He is now throwing out his expansion as well, which is actually about just a little bit later than the Protoss's Yop or Yo-Yo. Let's call him Yo-Yo. So Deadbysnusnu here put down his expansion a little bit later than Yo-Yo, but that's not too bad, or not a big deal, I should say, because his speed is just about to finish, but he doesn't have any more Zerglings on the way, which is really weird, because you'd be thinking that if you're going to go for a fast speedling timing, you'd be building lots of speedlings instead of just 4 and then having them walk around the map searching for proxy pylons or something along those lines. But Yo-Yo here, I mean, he has his expansion down. He's doing a nice little worker transfer here, going to be transferring all those workers over to his natural, going to be getting some really good mining time done, I guess. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now, but warp gate's on the way, and that's all that really matters. And yeah, just pretty standard opening, except for the Zerg player here who went for that speedling boost really fast, which frankly, if I was this Zerg player, I would not have done that at all, because, well, he got the speed rather quickly, and I guess, okay, he's getting a really quick lair too, but I mean, he hasn't made anything happen with that speed. He has some Zerglings outside the base, but you don't need speedlings to place Zerglings outside of your opponent's base. He is bringing this Overlord down here, though, going to be able to do some scouting very quickly. So yeah, few Zerglings met their end there against Bob the Zealot, or whatever Maximus Black likes to call him. I mean, yeah, it's just very interesting decision making on the Zerg's part. He is oversaturated in his main here. He should really send a lot of those drones down to his natural. Maybe even throw up a 3rd base, because he does know, of course, that the Yo-Yo here is on 2 bases, and as a Zerg player, you obviously want to be 1 base ahead as long as possible. Twilight Council is down, Blink Research on the way, and level 1 weapons going in for the Protoss player Yo-Yo here, and 4 more gateways going down 2 of which are just about complete, and the other 2 are not quite halfway. This Overlord will get taken out by that sentry. This little like tickle cannon that he has there. Warp gate should be done by now. Yes, it is, as a matter of fact, except this gateway here is building a stalker. He does now. Deadbysnusnu here has got a couple spine crawlers in the front of his base for protection against any sort of 4-gate kind of attacks, which is a very safe play. Even throwing down a 3rd, you know, it's not uncommon. Definitely isn't uncommon at all. Just a very safe play by the Zerg player. Normally you wouldn't see a 3 like that if normally with a speedling opening like that, you wouldn't see these 3 here because you would have done enough damage to actually not have to worry about any sort of attacks. But he didn't do anything at all with those speedlings, which again, you know, it just really puzzles me because I don't know why he would waste his time. He's going to make a nice little wall off here with these spine crawlers right at the front of his ramp here. Very good if, again, he's expecting some sort of attack, but he has absolutely no indication of anything of the sort. He's got an Overlord here, going to be getting ready to swing into the base, see what he's got going on. But it's really not too much, just a bunch of gateways. Robo facilities going down, which of course is good. Level 2 weapons for the Protoss is on the way as well, so the Protoss player is ahead in upgrades. A scary position as a Zerg, especially when all he got is roaches and Zerglings. But the roaches and the Zerglings actually do both. They both have their speed upgrades. So I mean, in an open fight like right here, he'd be able to very easily get a nice surround going on this army. But he isn't fighting up there. He's fighting. He's looking to be making some sort of defense here. Yo-Yo does have the pylon down at the Zelnaga Tower, which is very, very good. You're going to be able to warp units in, as well as outside this 4th base here for Deadbysnusnu, who actually Yo-Yo here should be able to get the cancel down on this 3rd base, because epic force field placement right here, keeping all of those roaches and Zerglings behind. Oh man, it actually does manage to come up, but these Lings do take out the pylon that was here. Don't know why he's just letting those Zerglings do damage. Oh, there we go. But a nice little warp in here. Got 5 more Stalkers with their nice +2 weapon upgrade versus the Zerg's only +1 weapons, and that's only for the roaches too. So the Zerglings are not upgraded at all, and which doesn't really make much sense to me, since seeing as Snusnu here has 1100 minerals and almost 500 gas, and he's not doing any upgrading whatsoever or building any tech buildings. Instead, he's actually making queens, which again, I know I've said this before, but I'm really questioning the decision making by this Zerg player here. It's different, doesn't make much sense. But maybe that's what he's going for. Maybe he's trying to throw off his opponent by doing something unexpected. He's like a Zerg hipster in some regards. But sadly, it does not matter because, well, it's just really weird and bad. It doesn't matter how hipster he is. He's like, I lose ironically. I lose because it's not cool kind of thing. But, oh man, look at this epic force field. He's trying to defend that Nexus as much as he can, just throwing them down everywhere with this one Zergling. Oh, there we go. Oh, it did end up going down. All the Zerglings died as well, but almost very close to saving that Nexus. That was a nice play by Yo-Yo here, just about saving that Nexus. But he does need to get up here and take out this one hatchery, because the Zerg is now a base ahead. But if you look at the supply tab, the Protoss player has 40 more, has just under 40 more supply than the Zerg, which is completely unheard of, especially at the 14-minute mark. This is just insane. Protoss player is throwing down his expansion again, but still, oh my god, the supply difference is massive. The Protoss player could easily just walk through the front door of Deadbysnusnu here and just do all sorts of damage, because all he has is these roaches, and the roaches are only 1/1, whereas the Protoss have, well, they have the +2 weapons upgrade, no armor, but frankly it doesn't really matter at this point because he's got pretty nice unit composition as well. I mean, he doesn't have any immortals in that army, but frankly he doesn't need them. Immortals would be phenomenal, don't get me wrong. Immortals are amazing against roaches, because roaches are armored units, and of course immortals do extra damage versus armored. Wow, sorry, major brain fart. But we have a Colossus on the field. Where is this Colossus? Where is he? There he is. Thermal Lance is just about done. Yo-Yo was able to take out this third base, but then immediately Deadbysnusnu is reapplying it, putting it back down again, which is of course the smart thing to do. These zealots are gonna meet a gruesome acid-filled end right here. Well, maybe not this guy. This guy. Oh no, never mind. Yes, he does. Yeah, he's just coming out, and there's absolutely no reason for him to be taking on these rocks, unless of course he's going to be expanding there. But it's much safer to expand up here, which actually it looks like he's doing. So disregard that. He is working on 2/2 upgrades for his roaches. His zerglings are still only have +1 armor, no ground or melee attack upgrade for the Zerg player just yet. But he does have his hive tech on the way, which of course will allow him to make a greater spire or get 3/3. Which one will he do? Well, I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. And by not going to spoil it, I mean I don't really know what he's doing, so I can't tell you. But he does have... Oh, actually, never mind. I was going to say he has a lot of queens in the field, but actually he only has 3. I thought he had more than that. His main here is going to mine out very quickly, so basically he wants to transfer most of those drones over to his third base and then build up a whole bunch more for the fourth base that is about to come down. Because if you look at the units tab here, he does only have 50 harvesters versus the Protoss' 65. So the Zerg player, let's look at the income here. Oh yeah, he's down about 500, actually about closer to 600 income for minerals per minute or whatever this is. I'm not sure, but 600 less than the Protoss player, which is absolutely just disgusting. I mean, the Protoss player he has his fourth base down now. He's not actually making any transfers, it looks like, although he does need to. But still, the Zerg player is way behind in pretty much everything. He's behind in supply, he's behind in economy, but he does have his corruptors, which will very easily be able to take out these 2 Colossus. But this force field placement is really great. Let's get some nice cinematic play going on here. These stalkers are coming in and doing all sorts of damage. The Colossus in the back, the extended thermal lance are just roasting all those roaches, but the corruptors do come in, scare off the army a little bit. There's a whole bunch of zealots here which are really good against zerglings, but there aren't that many zerglings on the field. Well, speak of the devil, there's a bunch of zerglings there now. The zealots with charge are going to be doing so much damage. These corruptors are going to be able to take out both of these Colossus. Meanwhile, the stalkers in the back here are just doing phenomenal amounts of damage to these roaches. Roaches can't even handle it. Who knows what the upgrades on those guys are. This game's pretty much over. The 2/2, but then again, the Protoss player has 3/1, so they're going to be doing loads of damage. Nice little block on the ramp there, keeping those drones from coming in, and that will be game with 2 more Colossus coming in. Wow, what a game, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Remember to send your replays into DikaiosOne@hotmail.com, and you can get yours casted just like this one. Thanks, and I'll see you guys later.